Wow, 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 wow. What a strategy. What a strategy. Is this real? Yes, it's real. How can it be? How possible is that? Wow, look at it. This is what we do. Can you see? Can you see? This is what we do. Can you see? Everywhere is blue. Can you see it? Can you see it? This is what we do. We trade, we analyze, we make profit. This is what we do. This is what we do. Like something else is cooking here now. Something is cooking. Can you see it? This strategy is very simple for you to use. Number one, the zoom level you'll be using is zoom level that will help you to identify the current movement of the price action. That is the zoom level you'll be using. And in all the zoom levels, you must be careful to make sure that you will not use the one that will affect you. What I mean is that the one that will not make you to see the current movement of the market. Now listen, in this very strategy, it's simple. It's very, very simple. I want you to know this, that with this strategy, you can trade and be able to raise any of your capital. It's very, very simple. Now, how will you, or how are you going to use this thing for scalping? Let me start with scalping. Now, I've said this before and I want to say it again. If you want to scalp and make good profits, personally, I love trading spice. That doesn't mean that I don't do scalping. See this thing. For you to trade this using your small account, there are one tricks you can use. The very simple tricks you can use is this. Anytime when trading, listen, if you have small accounts and you want to raise it, the confidence of a man who has $500 to trade or for business can never be the same with somebody who has $10. So when somebody that has $10, $100, $500 to $1,000 or $4,000 will place trade, the fear of $10 or $20 can never be the same. Now let me show you this simple trick so that you will use it to make profit. And I'm going to show you this thing. You will find it anywhere. I mean anywhere. Now listen, this is 1 minute time frame. This one I'm telling you is, please be careful. For you to trade safe, for you to be safe, don't trade when a candle is on a down movement. Like as this candle is retracing now, this very bullish candle, as this candle is retracing, don't trade with it, because as this candle is retracing here now, look at what I'm showing you. As this candle is retracing, it is possible that it may pull back. Are you getting it? It's possible that it may pull back. So when you are scalping 10 candles on 1 minute time frame, it can be so dangerous that you may not know if is that at that point you want to enter, maybe the time is going to drop. So if such happened, you may think that this strategy is not working, but I am telling you confidently that it's working. So that is why each time you want to place your trade, please always be sure that you are trading on the trend, so that you will not go a trade against the trend, which is very, very dangerous. As this candle is trading now, it's moving downward, which is the boom spike. So it's going downward from the boom. So as this candle is moving now, let's assume that you entered. Now listen, let me show you how to trade this. Very, very simple, and please pay great attention so that you'll be doing this. And remember that I am not giving you financial advice. What I'm telling you is some of the strategy you can use to raise your own. You are responsible for the loss size you will use. You are responsible for anything that happens to you. All I'm giving you is advice that what I have used to be able to raise my own capital, what I've been able to use to raise money. And that is why sometimes when I do business with some people, they can give they can decide to, maybe you come along with that person, you had a business to do with the person. Within 1 week, I've not been able to make a single profit. Why? Because I'm looking for a positive entry point. That is it. So how do you trade this and take pure 3 to 4 candles? That is a must. Listen, please do this immediately and see how it's going to work. Try it on your demo. Try this on your demo, or if you have which capital, use smaller size and try it and see how possible it's going to be. Let me show you this, and it will surprise you that you too can do this. Let me show you this. You can be taking this $1 I mean one distant per trade. Immediately this thing spiked and crossed 80. This thing immediately in your 1 minute time frame, the accurate time frame for this, if there is anything like accuracy in time frame, the accurate time frame for this is, please listen, is 1 minute. You'll be taking the 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in 1 minute. Now once you see this thing cross like this, if this thing cross like this and enter and cross the 80 line, watch here, watch here. Immediately this thing crossed, immediately the thing crossed like that, immediately it crossed here. Look at it, it spiked from here. The first one spiked here, and finally it crossed and get to this place. Now watch as it spikes. Immediately the next candle opens up here, showing that the candle is about to make a move, and you are sure that you are not trading against the trend. Look at what happened. The next candle is 1 for you, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is exactly where the yellow line want to, or the gold line want to come up above the 80. If you are sure of the analysis you did from the higher time frame, you can place the trade and nothing is going to happen to your capital. But outside that, you will take 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4. You close your trade. For you to be in a safer distance, take only but 3. If you do this up to 15 times in a day, let's assume you are just taking 50 cents. 250 cents is $1. By the time you are doing it, you'll be surprised that you have getting something. Now look at this thing. Let me show you once again. Let me show you. Let me show you. Anywhere you see, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this one here. Can you see it? Can you see it here? So why do you see these ones that, let me show you this thing clearly here. Why do you see this thing here? This one is when the spike happened and enter, and the next candle open up and spike another one. Why would this thing happen? It's very simple. Why this thing will happen is that, number one, when a candle opened up in 5 minutes time frame, please always be careful to know this, that once a candle open up in 5 minutes candle, it may spike small, and that small, like when a candle want to be, like, let's assume as this candle is now, when this candle is dropping, when this candle like this is dropping, if this candle is dropping in 1 minute time frame, what you'll be seeing is long spike. It will be going up and it will be dropping, so every attempt to scalp will prove abortive. Let me mark it so that you will see what I'm telling you. Now look at this thing now. All right, let me just use it like this. Let's go to 15 minutes and 5 minutes time frame. Can you see it? Can you see? So, and that is what I followed to enter this my trade. Can you see that almost where I marked that in is where I entered my trade, because I followed that very candle for spike, and it is that spike that is giving me that $18. That $18. Can you see what I'm telling you? So this market is not, forex trading is not this. Now let me show you this thing in 1 minute time frame. Can you see it? So let's assume that you entered for that thing I'm telling you now. You notice that as you enter to scalp, it will drop. As you enter to scalp, it will drop. So how can you trade this strategy and accurately take multiple picks without any interruption? First and foremost, be careful to see As this candle has just opened as a bullish candle, as a bearish candle after 1 hour time, it's 100% possible that it's going to pull back. Now, from our time here now, from our time, you will notice that from our time here, you will notice that it is 5 minutes after 9. So, which simply means that in 5 minutes time frame, one candle has completed. Have you seen it? A candle has completed, so another one has completed. So if that candle open up by 9 o'clock, which is a new candle must open, because every 1 hour new candle must open in 1 hour time frame. So if that candle open up in 1 hour, so immediately you notice that thing. What do you need to do? You see that the candle from your previous candle, that the next candle is bullish. What do? You take your trade. As simple as that. You take your trade for 3 to 4 candles, targeting 5 minutes. Once you do that, you are good to go. It's as simple as anything. Anybody can do it. When I mean anybody can do it. I mean, you yourself can do it. Watch all the trade I'm placing. I never place trade with higher loss size. I don't do that. I take my trade gradually, and this just remaining something to give me $100. This is how simple this thing can be. You too can do it. I mean, when I mean you too, you can do it. Do you know why the market spike? 1, it spiked because of the resistance level. 2, it spikes because of the market is on the bullish movement on Boom 1000. These are 2 conditions why it spikes. So for you to catch spike using the same strategy, anytime you see that this thing has entered 20 levels and cross below this thing and cross this, let me show you where it is exactly. Anytime you notice that this thing has touched, I'm showing you where you can see more positive entry point, you know this is something huge. Okay, let me show you 2 things. Like the one I show you, if this thing cross above this 50, it gives you higher conviction that this market is going to spike down. So if the market crossed above 50, the line crossed above 50, you'll notice that the alligator in the distance will change, and once the green is still like this, you have higher possibilities of taking trade. I'm telling you the truth. So these are the 2 things you can do, and you can do this up to 15 times, 20 times in a day. Look at it. In a day, you can do it. So for you to be in a safer side, immediately the candle opened as a bullish. Did you see what I told you now? The candle just spiked. So immediately the candle opened as a bearish candle like this one we'll have here now. You have the opportunity. Don't trend this side now, because this is automatically a bearish zone at the moment. It's a spike zone at the moment. Anything that happens here, the market will keep dropping. Why? Because in day trend, 4 hours is bullish. Then the day trend is also making a bullish movement. So trading on scalping is very no matter the constructive nature of the main chart from the lower time frame. You must be careful of what happened in the higher time frame, so that you will not make a mistake in trading. So these are how simple the market can be, and if you do this, it's going to give you a confirmed profit that will make you to laugh and keep your family and yourself on profit with dollars and a lot of money. This is how simple it's going to be. So let me quickly give you how this is. Very simple. This is the indicator, the parameters. So you can save it. This is alligator. You can save it like this. Make sure that it is exponential, please, because if you use this time, this one is 14. This is 14. Just use it like this and see what happened. The level is 50, 80, 20. So I have these 2 things. One is that you use the 20, the 1 minute time frame for you to be doing your small scalping. For those who find it so difficult for them to take 3 candles without a spike, use this strategy. It will work for you. And for those who lost spike, use the 50 levels to be able to catch spikes and believe me, you will make huge profit. And immediately the green line, which is the green line in the alligator pepper, is crossing over. I call it alligator pepper because the thing can pepper you, the thing can also sweet you. So immediately this thing cross like this, and you see the yellow, the green line below like this. Once it is going this direction, it simply means that the thing is downward, and it's, as it crosses over like this, it means that it has entered into. So once you see this thing like this, you can scalp for some candles, but don't be deceived. Even if the green line is up and the trending candle in the 1 hour time frame is bearish, is bullish, is going to spike. So that is why, as this one opened here, it couldn't take much candle, it spiked back because of the support to resistance zone here, and also that the trending candle is bearish, is bullish candle. So please be careful about it, and definitely you will smile home with money. My name is GDFX, signing out.